Simple wedding rings. How to choose wedding ring sets. The big day has been set. And now you have tons of wedding preparations to attend to. Preparing the guest list. Looking for a caterer. Shopping for the perfect wedding dress. And a lot more. All of these are essential in putting together a memorable wedding. So remember to have all these on your wedding checklist. Also do remember to include the most important thing on the top of your checklist. Choosing a perfect wedding ring. Selecting a wedding ring is not as easy as it looks. It requires much thought too. After all, it is the wedding band that binds the couple together, and will be worn by the bride and groom for their entire married life, and therefore must be something that they would not get tired of wearing. Most important when choosing a wedding ring set, is to decide on a budget. The couple should consider how much they could afford to spend for the wedding rings. Going into a jewelry store with the idea of how much you are willing to spend, and how much you can actually spend, for your wedding rings, will save you a lot of time. Based on this budget you have in your mind, decide on the material you want the wedding bands to be made of. The materials from which wedding rings can be made of, have evolved through the years. However, the most popular are still those made from classic 14 karat or 18 karat yellow gold. Gold rings remain to be very popular both for wedding and engagement. Considered as the most traditional wedding ring material, gold comes in a variety of colors: yellow, pink, white, and green. Wedding rings made from white gold are also gaining popularity, it being very stylish looking and exuding a very modern aura. Also, white gold goes well with other silver and platinum jewelry, as well as with most clothing fabric. Platinum, being one of the hardest metals, is also a very suitable material for a wedding ring. For one, it is very durable and therefore will endure wear and tear for a very long time. Platinum wedding rings may also be a symbol for enduring love, that is if couple wanted a romantic twist in picking a wedding ring. Platinum rings, looking very similar with rings made of white gold, looks very stylish and elegant. However, platinum wedding rings are the most expensive, but if the couple considers the fact that it is something that will last them a lifetime, then the cost probably would not really matter. Titanium is a popular material, especially for wedding rings for men. It is light, long-lasting, and is not as expensive as platinum. Titanium wedding rings are similar to white gold rings in appearance. The only difference is that titanium wedding rings are so light, you can hardly feel it when worn on your finger. Diamonds, the hardest substance known to man. Diamonds are considered as one of the most luxurious sought-after gem and wedding ring material. With its beauty, purity and durability, symbolizing long-lasting love. Note, the value of a diamond is determined by the 4 criterias: cut, clarity, color, and carat weight. Other materials that are used for wedding rings include metals such as titanium, tungsten carbide, and nickel silver, and precious gems such as ruby, sapphire, emerald, and topaz. As for the wedding ring style to choose, there are the traditional plain bands, or the more elaborate ones with beaded edges. There are also the modern designs of two-tone wedding bands. Solitaire rings with a precious stone are also classic designs for wedding bands. There are other styles and designs such as the following: Celtic or Irish design wedding rings, engraved with ancient knotwork. Antique and vintage rings. Designer wedding rings. Custom wedding bands. Engraved rings. Matching rings. Tattooed wedding rings. Depending on your personal preference, your wedding ring should be in a design and style that is comfortable to wear and one that will reflect your personality. Oftentimes the bride may want to match her wedding ring with the engagement ring. Of course, this is also something that has to be taken into consideration, especially if she wants to wear both rings on the same hand. To conclude, in choosing for a wedding ring, foremost consider your budget and then decide on the material. Also, having to wear your wedding bands for a really long time, it is also worth considering choosing something that would best work with your clothes and the other jewelry you usually wear. Above all, choose a wedding ring that you will be most comfortable in wearing. Wedding rings are not merely pieces of jewelry. They are significant symbols of a couple's love and commitment for each other, so be sure to find a wedding ring that you can treasure forever. Don't forget to subscribe.